Hi, everyone. Welcome to our very special show tonight. I'm Christine Schiavone. Our show is Spiritual Exploration. We are doing our 25th anniversary show because I have been doing spiritual exploration for 25 years. And I wanted to celebrate that fact because I have thoroughly enjoyed coming to this studio for 25 years, just about every month, except for the time of COVID. Naturally, the studio was closed. But other than that, every month I did a show for you because I felt that I wanted to put out spiritual information that you might not ordinarily come across on a day-to-day basis. And for those who have been watching the show all this time, thank you. I appreciate the fact that you have been watching. Sometimes I run into people that have been watching and they recognize me and they tell me that they've been watching my show and that they get a lot of wonderful information from my guests. And I really am so glad to have been doing this all this time for you. Tonight, I came to the studio and I have a group of friends in the audience who I love dearly. And earlier this evening, they had a little celebration for me, which was totally unexpected. And they presented me with this plaque. And on the plaque it says, presented to Christine Schiavone, Spiritual Exploration, in appreciation of her 25 years of sharing spiritual insight with her loyal audience since August 13th, 1999. Today is September 20th, 2024, which is a little over 25 years. The last line on this plaque brought tears to my eyes because it said, "May her star continue to shine brightly." And I think that's beautiful. And I thank you all for it. In honor of this 25th anniversary, we are going to run the entire show that we did on August 13th, 1999. It's only a half hour because the night that we did the show, my friend Carl Larson, who could not be here tonight, I asked him to sit beside me the way he did 25 years ago, but he wasn't feeling well. So, to you, Carl, thank you for getting me started on a wonderful 25 years that I have spent doing this show and enjoying when I run into people who recognize me and tell me that they enjoy my show. We're going to run the show in, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was a very interesting show then. And then when we come back, we are going to go over the Gemstones, because the show is what the original show was about, Gemstones. And tonight, when we come back after you see the original show, we will go into some gemstones that I have with me that, let me say, came from another friend who was a really good friend who's no longer with us, Joel Aram. He was a good friend, a psychic medium who read tarot cards and did a lot for when Frank Dudley and I had our organization, our animal organization. And he used to read cards and give the money to the organization, which was a wonderful thing. And I'm sure that Joel is enjoying heaven because of his work with animals. He was a wonderful person, big animal lover. And let me get to Frank Dudley before we start the other show. Frank was the one that actually got me started with CTV. He was interested and said to me, back in 1989, when this building was just being built, he said, the CTV people are building a building to a studio. But right now it's not built, but they had rented a building on the grounds of Wagner College and were giving the portable course, which is cameras that you take on location. And he said, let's both go together and take the course. And I said, sure. So we went, and we spent a week going to Wagner College, to a building where they had all the equipment, and they showed us everything you needed to do at the time to do a portable shoot. Well, at that time, the cameras were this big, and the monitors were this big. And by the end of the week, when we finished the course, I said to Frank, I'm not lugging that stuff around. Well, now they have minimized this equipment that you're able to do professional shooting on location with. Cameras are now about this big, and the monitors are about this big. And much easier, but I really never got into the portable stuff. I did all studio for the last 25 years, and I enjoyed every minute that I have been here doing a show for the audience, and hopefully people coming away with information and knowledge that they didn't have before. So without further ado, I would like to run the first show into this show. It's about this half hour long, and then when we come back, Nancy, who is my original guest 25 years ago, and she is a welcome guest tonight. And she is going to be talking with me as soon as we come back from seeing the show, and we will talk about some of the gemstones that we have here today. Take it away, Brian.
Hello, I'm Christine Schiavone, and our program tonight is Spiritual Exploration. I have here with me my guests, Nancy Avignone from the Wizard's Wonderland on Jewett Avenue in Staten Island, and my good friend Carl Larson, who was here to help me tonight to talk to Nancy about gemstones. So Nancy, you have a lot of different gemstones here in front of us, so would you like to tell us about them? First of all, what is the history of gemstones? Where do they come from? Where did they begin?
They're as old as history itself. Some of the cavemen used to make some of their axe heads from the obsidian that we have down here, which is the next one over, black and white one. Right, that's a snowflake obsidian, and that is a form of volcanic glass.
Volcanic glass, that's amazing.
Right. Yeah.
That is amazing.
So, and then of course in Egyptian legend, a lot of the jewelry was made by the Egyptian lapis lazuli, which I don't see here on the table, but it was a very famous form of jewelry making. The Apache tear, which is another form of volcanic glass, and that's that one right there. If you hold that up to the light, you can actually see like a teardrop inside.
Oh, yes, I do see it.
Mm-hmm. And there is a legend behind that. And the legend, it says that the Apache tear has been traditionally considered to be one of the tears of Native American women mourning for the warriors driven from a cliff by the cavalry.
No
Wow.
kidding.
Mm-hmm.
It has a
So that's
history
how
and a
that,
legend to
that's
it.
the legend behind the Apache tear. That's how that got its name. And going down the line,
It's fascinating.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
it's a fascinating piece, yeah. It's actually it's translucent.
It's sort of a root beerish color to me.
Right, yeah.
I like this color very much.
The tiger's eye, which is in the cat's eye family, a lot of rings.
The tiger's eye right here. in front.
That's a beautiful, beautiful stone.
It looks like an
There's
eyeball.
a gorgeous sheen on those.
You see it?
Yeah. And on a metaphysical level, they have, therefore, inner strength, stability, courage, like the eye of the tiger.
And you can actually see, it appears to be, it's not just a name, it's because of what it looks like.
Right.
And it does look like an eyeball.
Yeah. Might be a little difficult to see on camera.
Right, it probably
But,
is.
they
These
are
beautiful
gorgeous
stones.
stones. Well, even today, you have semi-precious stones and you have precious stones. The diamond is a precious stone. The ruby is a precious stone. Some of the stones are considered semi-precious also, although precious stones such as amethyst is also a precious stone. But in this form here, which is like a rough amethyst, which we have in these pieces here, those are more of a semi-precious because they're in the rough.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that they're, you don't have to dig too far to get to them?
Maybe they're not cut yet.
Yeah, the
Okay.
deepest purple parts of an amethyst rock
Right.
is what they use for jewelry.
Okay.
The better, the deeper the color, the better the actual quality
Okay.
of the stone. So some of the lesser quality ones are made in the rough and sold as gemstones. And right here you have Brazilian amethyst, which is more of a clear quartz amethyst. There's another
We're
amethyst
talking about the greens or
in the
purple?
purple.
Okay.
In the purple. That's the Brazilian amethyst. And there's another one called an African amethyst, which is more of a solid color with banded white in it. And that one we don't have here, but this is the more popular one.
Now, many stones do different things for us spiritually. They help us with our health. They help us with different aspects of our spiritual lives.
Our minds, too.
In our minds, yes, everything. Maybe we can explain what some of these stones do for us when we carry them around with us.
Well, take citrine, for example, this one here. This is a light yellow stone, very, very pretty stone. This is a rough piece of citrine. You can see that it has some of the yellow quality on the top. I don't know if you can catch that on camera. The citrine transmutes negative energy into positive energy.
Wow.
That's the legend behind that. If you have any negative vibrations around you, it'll dissipate it.
So you keep it in your pocket.
It's great to keep in your pocket along with other gemstones. And if you want to enhance the quality of some of these gemstones, you carry around a quartz crystal also, which is the small ones here that you would keep in a pouch or some in your pocket.
Okay.
This is one of the smaller ones. I have a fascinating piece here that came my way through the store, which is this piece here. This is one of the most extraordinary pieces
Yeah, I've
I
never
have
seen
ever
a crystal
seen.
that size.
It's an extraordinary piece. It's over 19 inches long. It's what they call single terminated, and it only has one point on one side. This is somewhat polished, where you could see actual rainbows in this. And the energy coming from this particular piece is tremendous.
Would you get the rainbows from the sunlight, or could it be from regular light inside a house?
No, you would see this inside the house, too, with your regular lighting. Absolutely, yeah. Keeping a crystal gemstone with you or with other gemstones enhances the power of the other stones, and it also brings energy to you and the stones, and it also creates a barrier of protection. So there's anything that might be coming to you in a negative way, we bounce back off, and that will protect you and protect it from hitting you.
Also, the crystal gemstone is good for clarity,
and it's very good for clarity, clearing the mind. A lot of people use that for meditation.
Mm-hmm.
They'll hold the crystal and meditate on try to think of nothing, which is the first thing, and the first rule of meditation is try to think of nothing.
Right.
It's very difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blank out your mind, yeah. It is hard because you have so many things going through your head. All different aspects of things that are going on through your life during the day. It's very hard to just think of nothing.
It's very difficult because our minds are naturally chattering all the time.
Oh,
Even if we
yeah.
try to sit back and relax,
Yeah.
we still have that inner chatter. And that's when meditation comes in
It's a
and
form
helps.
of meditation.
It's right. You can use this quartz for clarity, clearing your mind during meditation. You hold it and you just think of clarity, clearing, and breathing, and it helps you clear your mind and actually does help you relax.
That's good. That's good. Now, this one here, we have agate, but that is different colors. Now, all of these gemstones are all in little piles here, and each one is a pile of the same color. But those are all different colors. Why is that?
This is this particular form here is called dyed agate. The agate comes in a lot of slabs, and if you slice an agate in half, you'll see bands and circular bands of different colors. And so these are part of the actual geode, and inside they come out raw, and they do have a process
What does that
where they
mean,
put
raw?
some color. Raw is unpolished. This is a piece of rose quartz that I believe Christine brought. That's a beautiful piece. That's in the raw. That's before it's polished. When this is also a piece of rose quartz. And Christine, you hold that one up. That's a heart. That's a polished rose quartz heart.
And these are the same two stones.
And that's the same two stones. What they do to get the effect of the smoothness of the stone.
They buff it somehow, right?
Well, just like the sand hitting the pebbles on the beach.
Right.
What you
I
have is
understand
the
what you mean.
sand and the water beating on the pebbles, and they are smooth. When you pick up a pebble from the beach, it's very, very smooth.
Smooth out by the elements.
Smoothed naturally by the sand beating on the elements, on the rocks. So when they tumble these stones in a big sander, it's water and sand, and it's tumbled in order to
And
get
the rough edges
the
come off.
smooth effect. And right.
Do you have jewelry that you sell at your store made out of certain,
I have
maybe beach glass or some stone? Is there something called beach glass that they're making jewelry out of nowadays?
I'm not familiar with it.
Okay.
I have some pieces of jewelry that I have in the store, like such as this piece that I brought. That's a quartz crystal,
That's nice.
and that's one of the pieces. I have other pieces that are done along with sterling silver that are made.
Are they manufactured elsewhere, or do you manufacture certain?
Now, a lot of these pieces come from either Brazil, Colorado is very big. Now, Midwest has a tremendous amount of mines, and a lot now comes from the Midwest, where maybe before it had to be imported from Brazil for the most part, but a lot more mines are now.
Which stone in particular comes from Brazil?
Well, we have the amethyst comes from Brazil. You have some rose quartz that come from Brazil. Again, the rose quartz here are Brazilian.
Do we get those same stones in Colorado that you get from Brazil?
Some, not all. Yeah, there's some that we can get here, but there's not all that are mined here in this country.
Now, there are many stones that have healing properties. Could you talk about a few of them, and perhaps we can show the picture soon of the fellow with the stones on for healing. There he is.
Right. Well, let's take a few of those. He has what you call the rose quartz around the heart chakra, which is right in the middle of his chest. And you can almost see the pink on both sides, right center chest. And the rose quartz is for relaxation, inner peace, and tranquility. The ability to give and receive love heals the heart, which you see is at the heart chakra. And this stone deals with love, affection, kindness, and compassion. So this is a gemstone therapy that you're looking at here, and it's crystal healing. So if there's any malfunctions, if he's feeling sorrowful or sad in some way, the rose quartz along the heart chakra is there purposely to heal those emotional feelings. So each different gem does something for a different part of the body. And it will get extensive now to go into many of the others, but in general, that's how each gemstone works on each portion.
It relates to a separate part of the body.
Yes. Each chakra has an attachment to the different parts and organs. Yes.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I'd like to ask you a question.
Sure.
This was given to me as a gift. Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about this?
Oh, that's a moonstone. Moonstone is carried for luck and protection.
I notice you don't go to touch it though. There's
Right.
something behind it that another person doesn't touch. So
That-
that tells
very
me
good
that
point.
she's an expert.
Very
that
good
she
point. A
knows.
lot of people.
I knew you were anyway,
Yeah.
but you knew what you were talking about.
A lot of people really don't know that if someone's wearing a crystal or if they have a piece of crystal, like you just showed me,
Right.
the moonstone or any crystal, if they're showing it to you, if they're wearing it, one should not readily touch the other person's crystal.
Okay.
And the reason that holds true is each of us carry an energy, whether it's good energy or it's not good energy. We all carry a good energy on certain days and a different type of energy another day. We all have our days.
I believe that.
So if you pick up someone else's crystal, you're actually putting your energy now into something that is carrying theirs.
Okay.
And a lot of people will be taken back by that in a metaphysical sense and want to clear their gemstone or cleanse it.
Tell us now, how do you? There's several different ways to cleanse or clear your gemstones so that only your energy is in them all the time as long as you're the only one touching the gemstone.
We have a couple of ways. Simply, you can use sea salt and soak your gemstones in sea salt. I know I did bring some sea salt. I'm not sure where it went. But the sea salt is placed in a bowl with some water, and then you place your gemstones inside the water and allow them to soak overnight. It helps clear them and cleanse them. The sea salt is very powerful for clearing. Another way you can use it is use sage. And you can burn some sage, the herb, sage.
That's the smudge stick.
And you can use a smudge stick or use kitchen cupboard sage.
Oh, yeah?
There's a lot of different names of
Oh, yeah,
sage.
a lot of
but
things you can use just that are right in your own cupboard.
Oh, absolutely. And the sage you can just burn, and in the smoke you hold your gemstones above the smoke. And once you do that, the smoke purifies them.
Right.
Some people still put them in their window in sunlight to energize them. And you get the power of the sun into your gemstones.
Yes.
And once you do those two processes where you're salting or smudging them with the sage, and the next day you put them in the sunlight to charge them, they're fresh and they're ready for you all over again. And that makes them recharge.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But your moonstone is a beautiful stone. A lot of jewelry is made of the moonstone. And it is for luck and protection, and it's also good to find love within yourself and for the rest of the world, too. So
No, that's beautiful. Thank you.
It's
I keep it
nice.
on me most of the time.
It's a great stone. It's one of the nice...
It's also a very powerful stone for moon children, which both of us are.
Yes, we were born in
That's
July. That
right.
makes us moon children, right?
An astrological sign, right? Of moonchild.
That's
Cancer.
right.
See,
So,
let's see.
what else do we have here now?
We've got two interesting books. I think.
Yeah,
Those
we got these
tapes, or-
gemstone books to tell you all about the stones, and you have another book here, Love is in the Earth, a kaleidoscope of crystals updated.
This particular book is a phenomenal resource for every gemstone, every type of mineral. And it gives you the astrological attachment or sign. It gives you the healing element of each stone. There's thousands and thousands of stones and minerals listed in this book.
It's a thick book.
It's one of the best references I have.
Yeah.
And this is more on a metaphysical level, and whereas that one there is more on a scientific element level, and minerals and
So
gemstones.
it sticks to the stone itself and what's in the stone, or
Well,
What's
it
in- give
sticks
me
to
the
hardness
idea of the
where it's
difference.
found, where it's found in the world, the
right.
hardness of the stone. It will give you different types of jewelry that are made out of particular stones.
Okay.
And it also does go into some of the folklore of the Stone Age and what particular types of stones they use to make their tools and a few other things as far as the Egyptians and that. So it does go into
So you get a little
the
history.
antiquity
You get history.
and the history of the stone.
And the use of these stones goes back that far for the different purposes,
Yes.
like healing and etc.
Yes, it's been used, as like I said before, it's as old as history itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this piece here that you have, the rose quartz, is a fabulous piece. It's very rare I see a piece in that size.
That size, yes. I know. I was surprised when I got it myself.
It is a really nice
Where did you get it, if you don't mind?
It was, believe it or not, left among the effects of my parents when I just found it. They had boxes of different things that they collected over the years, and it was there. And I just was cleaning out boxes one day after they passed on,
And you found a nice stone.
and I just took this thing. I said, "Wow, this is a rose quartz. This is beautiful." So I keep it in my room now, and it's a nice piece to have.
Yeah, it's rare. I've never seen anything that's rare that it's that size.
It's
right?
that size.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. I like it.
It's beautiful.
It seems like a very nice hobby. Aside from the fact that it makes beautiful jewelry, you can collect a few of them and put them in a china closet.
It makes a beautiful display in your china closet. There's many young children today are getting more and more interested in collecting different color stones, different types of stones. What you see here is only a very limited few of the ones that I carry and that are available.
Where is the store, in case I wanted to stop by?
At the corner of Forest Avenue and Jewett in Staten Island on Jewett Avenue, 451 Jewett Avenue.
Okay, great.
Yeah. We've got a nice selection of gemstones.
Oh, yeah.
And,
It's a beautiful store. It really is. And a lot of nice different things. Candles.
You carry candles? Yeah, I like candles. I like stones. I'm definitely gonna stop by.
This is a treat. I'm going to let you go down and feel the weight of that.
Wow, this is heavy.
Yeah, and thank you.
Oh, I just saw a rainbow.
Yes, you can see. That's
Simmering, I guess, is the
terrific.
term off the top of it.
Oh, yeah, right. If you look hard enough, you can find a lot of things. There's colors in there, yeah.
Very interesting. Very.
And the rainbows are astonishing. It's
I see different layers, different levels,
yes,
and
the windows. You
There.
can see what they call sheets.
sheets, and there are sort of cloudy areas, and there's rainbows in the middle of it. Actually, you probably can't see it on television, on cable TV, but
It is an extraordinary piece.
it's hypnotizing.
It's absolutely, yeah.
And this is also rare to find one that size, right?
Extremely rare, yeah. You don't find them too often. Now, and this one here is another clear quartz one. This is one that is more clear. The clarity on that is superb.
This reminds me of the ones that we saw in Superman.
Aha. That's right. You can see the
There's a
difference
clear
of the
quartz.
clarity from that one to the other one. This is what has some fewer inclusions, etc., the very large one. That one is almost totally clear, which is an extraordinary find also.
Yeah, I see.
Very few.
Is it harder than glass? These are, no.
I wouldn't say it's harder than glass.
Okay. This one obviously was shaved, I guess you call it, right?
Well, they do polish them. When crystals grow initially, they grow straight down, and they do form some points.
Grow?
They grow from the caves.
Really?
Inside of caverns.
Inside the caverns, yeah. They have one here on the East Coast that you
In other
can
words, they're not
actually
just
get.
mined because they've been there forever. They actually grow.
Right.
Yeah.
These particular
Oh,
pieces
they're
grow
living-
from the mines above, down, and out. Yeah. There is a mine on the East Coast. I think it's in Pennsylvania that you can visit and go into the caverns. And it's a fabulous trip. It's, yeah.
I think it's the
phenomenal.
Luray Caverns. I'm not positive.
It might be the name. Yeah.
Yeah?
What did they call the stones they grow off the ceiling of a cavern?
I do know that. As soon as it comes to me, I'll let you know.
Can you collect those in smaller pieces, or?
Well, yeah, they're also mined, and some of them, most of them pieces are broken down into maybe half-inch, inch pieces, but they still try to maintain the points on the ends. So, like such as these here, when they come down, they grow. And points. Sometimes you'll see a crystal growing inside a crystal, which would be called a phantom quartz.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have it
Never
here
heard of
today,
that.
but I do have those in the store, and those are absolutely fascinating.
I can
you
imagine.
actually
You'll
see
have to
one
show them to
growing
me next time
inside
I
the
come
other.
in. Yes.
It's something else.
Yeah,
the,
that's great.
the snowflake obsidian down here with the white spots and the Apache tears is really molten lava. And
I
it's
was going to
compressed.
ask you that before when you mentioned lava.
It's
In other words,
volcanic glass.
that came out of a volcano. So then there's different ways then of getting these stones. Some of them come from the lava, some of them grow in the caves, and just different places and different ways of acquiring them.
Right. And those two are to help ward off negativity in that respect, and the Apache tear is for luck. Again. But the hematite, all the way down at the end, has a very bright, shiny silver.
Yeah.
You see that? They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
And those are naturally magnetic.
Really?
What
do they attract something, or?
Well, they are attractive to a magnet. They are inside. It's like an iron ore, and they therefore are magnetic. Do
they look like this naturally?
That's naturally how they're tumbled. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how they end up. Fascinating piece of information about the hematite because of its magnetic qualities. Apparently, it's used for in the chakras to help heal back pain.
Wow.
And circulation. So I had a backache one day, and I put one in my back pocket. And a day and a half later, I didn't have a backache.
Wow.
Pretty amazing.
It was amazing.
Did you have to put one in your front pocket, though?
No.
So for it to be a pull or something?
No, I just kept one in my back pocket.
Just the one?
Yeah. It worked for me, and I just felt that was pretty fascinating. So,
yeah, that is. Well, you know, that's what they're here for. I think that different things are given to us, like crystals and gemstones, so that we can use them to benefit ourselves, to heal ourselves, to feel better, to get rid of negative energy, and to bring on the positive. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And faith has a lot to do with a lot of different metaphysical areas today, too. They are the mental energy that we use to hold a gemstone and to say, there's an amethyst, and this is healing, and I will feel better. And as you're concentrating on that, your mind starts to work with your gem, and it helps you heal.
Well,
and that's
faith,
how it works.
faith is very helpful too, yes.
Very important.
Very, very important. Absolutely. Now, these green ones here, tell us about these.
That's a green aventurine. That is for healing in times of adjustment and change.
You mean like emotional adjustment and
Life changes in any respect. When there's transition going on, it helps you
get through.
Get
Get used to what's going on in your life and accept it.
Yes.
Yes.
And the green is also noted for luck and prosperity. So the green aventurine has also attached itself to prosperity. So a lot of people
I guess
carry
because it's green for money or something like that?
Green is associated with money. A lot of people use the gem when they're going to Atlantic City. They'll keep one in their purse.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun. So that works that way. Let's see. I think we've more or less went through a lot of the stones that we have here.
Right?
Yeah. And what you'll find, though, is different stones, different people will be attracted to them.
Oh, yeah. It's from what I understand, if you go into a store such as yours and you're looking for a particular crystal, like when I went in one time looking for one of these clear crystals, and they say that they'll talk to you almost.
Right.
You'll look at a bunch of them, you'll say, that one's the one that's calling my name. And you know that one's the one that's for you. And you sort of bond with it almost.
That's right. When you look at a bunch of stones together, one in particular will catch your eye.
Almost jump up at you.
And that's how you pick a gemstone. That's the one for you.
Yes.
That's how you select the one
That's how you select.
you're attracted to.
Right. Some people will be attracted to a particular one and not know why. Say the pink one. And they'll say, oh, that's so pretty. Can I see that stone? And they don't know the history of it. And I will say, here's a sheet. This is what that one does. And it just so happens to be exactly what they need at the moment. So there is something to that, something catching your eye for a reason.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Usually
sure.
the stone you need.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. There's always an attraction for a reason.
Right.
Well, it's been really nice talking with you both about gemstones tonight, and I do appreciate you being here. Thank you, Nancy Avignone from Wizard's Wonderland, and
Thank you.
Carl Larson for your interesting comments.
Thank you. I learned a lot tonight.
Good.
I think I got a new hobby.
No, it's a terrific hobby, and it's very fascinating. The show is terrific. I thank you very much for having me on.
Ours, but my
I had a great
pleasure.
time.
And we'll do some future things together.
Wonderful. Thank you.
We have to keep in touch.
Thank you.
And there you have it, our very first show that I did with Nancy and Carl, who's not here tonight, but 25 years ago. And let me tell you something. Time went by so fast. Where did it go?
Not kidding.
You know, where did it go? But it went. And here we are tonight celebrating the 25 years of spiritual exploration. Now, we do have some gemstones on the table that we'll talk about till the end of the show. And then later I'm going to have everyone come up and pick what they want. Let's see which ones call out to you. And then you take a stone, you take from each pile, whatever. All right. First of all, on this side we have the agate, various colors and patterns. And this has different colors in it. Anyway, and let me just read a little bit about it. Agates are earth stones. Overall, agates are gentle, nourishing, and strengthening. Individual types of agate have their own personal healing properties. Agate meaning and uses for individual types of agate vary, and they have their own specific healing properties. That's the agates here. Top 3 benefits of agate crystals: supports you to feel grounded and balanced, brings stability in times of change, helps you feel happy in your own skin. The next one is what they call a leopard jasper. Now these are darker stones, but they do have different colors in them. The leopard jasper, healing properties of jasper. There are dozens of types of jasper which each have unique properties. In general, jaspers all share the property of connecting the wearer with earth energy and have a grounding and stabilizing effect. Uses: grounding, nurturing, physical health, patience, persistence, stability, and sufficiency. Then we have in the middle here, I have 3 stones here. It's sodalite, blue. Healing properties. All these stones have healing properties.
That's right.
Sodalite stimulates the mind and consciousness to create enhanced intuition, creativity, and powers of analysis and observation. Helps with increasing powers of intuition, perception, and self-awareness. Uses: clarity and focus, creativity and inspiration, intuition and psychic abilities, meditation, visioning, wisdom. Color: blue gemstones, indigo gemstones. Now on your side, Nancy, you can tell us about the stones that are there.
I have them. Okay, the first one I have here is a tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is gold, so called because it looks like an eye of a tiger. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the camera. Where are we? Here? There. Okay. There's healing properties of the tiger eye. It helps you stay centered and calmly practical despite the ups and downs in life. It helps you balance and gives you inner strength. There's 3 benefits. The top 3 benefits of tiger's eye: it strengthens your willpower with confidence. It supports your physical vitality and wellness. It helps you improve your life in tangible ways. It's good for your courage and for stability. You would use it for anger and stress relief, which I know a lot of us could use.
I'm sure everybody will take one of those.
For anxiety. It's also good for depression, for balance and clarity. If you need to focus you can keep a few of these with you while you meditate, and you hold them. And it will definitely help you ground, and that's what you want, especially when you're meditating. It's also good for hope and gives you some luck and vitality and wisdom. And it helps you in general improve your life in very tangible ways. And that's the tiger's eye. The next one over is the green aventurine, which is the luck stone. And it's one of my favorites because it's something I've always carried when I'm taking a trip, for not only for general luck, but just for safety and to be lucky in my day. It doesn't necessarily mean just for money, but it is for prosperity and for luck with money. It's also known, as I said, the lucky stone or the stone of opportunity. And it's the good luck properties. Again, it's the green stone. Green means money. And its deeper purpose is to help you release old habits and patterns so you are ready for new opportunities and for growth, and you can move forward with confidence. And that's the green aventurine. It helps with the transition in life. If there's any transitions that you have to go through, it helps. So that's the green aventurine. The next one you have over by you is the rose quartz.
The rose quartz is the large stone in the front, which I did have on the very first show. If you recall, I did talk about it then as well. The rose quartz affirmation: I open my heart to give and receive love. Rose quartz is the classic stone of love. It helps dissolve old hurts and open the heart to trust in love and have faith in the universe. For healing the wounded heart, overcoming heartbreak and betrayal, learning to trust again. Rose quartz benefits: rose quartz helps for all kinds of love, not just romantic love, friendship, family, divine love, self-love, and parenting are all realms where it can support love and healing. Excuse me. Rose quartz healing properties also include helping you fall in love with life again. If you are in a place in your life where you are tired, cynical, or even bitter, rose quartz can help you resolve and release past hurts and begin to trust life again. How to use rose quartz: if you are heartbroken, wearing a rose quartz necklace or putting a piece of rose quartz under your pillow while you sleep can help ease your pain and begin the healing process.
Right.
Now you can tell us about that one in the front there. That was a wonderful gift from my friend Tommy.
This one?
Yes, that one.
That's your amethyst.
That's the amethyst.
Right. Amethyst is very powerful, also used in meditation. It vibrates at a very, very high frequency. It protects you from negative energy, and it creates a bubble of spiritual protection against negative energy, which is so needed, especially today. You need this bubble of protection.
Absolutely. Oh, you can sit and protect yourself every day by putting protective light around you.
That's right. And it enhances your intuition and psychic abilities, which is a very strong stone for that. And it helps you break bad habits. And it awakens your higher consciousness and enhances meditation to a higher level. It's a very strong stone. And for clarity and grounding and spiritual awakening, it's used for to support your 6th or 3rd eye chakra and 7th or crown chakra, and it provides a boost to psychic abilities, intuition, and mental understanding. So you might find some amethyst and some quartz crystal even on tables if you're having a reading of some sort, and that's to enhance the abilities and bring in the energy for that reader to help clarify what they're reading for the person.
Okay. Now tell us about your very large crystal here.
Yes.
That was on the original show as well, that we passed it around.
Yes.
Tell us about the clear crystal quartz.
I'm going to pick this up because we had this 25 years ago on this show.
That's
and
right.
I'm very
And the
proud
other
of this
one, too.
piece.
Yes, it's a beautiful
Yes.
piece.
And this actually, believe it or not, has been put away for 25 years.
Wow.
I took it from the show, I wrapped it, I put it away, and I took it out today for Christine's 25th
Anniversary
show of spiritual exploration.
Well, I'll tell
So-
you, I picked the right guest for the first show.
Thank you, Christine.
My
But
pleasure.
as we all know, the crystal energy is, it helps balance, it helps to enhance vision, for your creativity, for inspiration, for psychic abilities, manifestation, meditation. This is the stone, as far as I'm concerned, of all stones, and I love them all. And if you're looking to receive energy for healing and insight, this would be one of the ones you really need to have with you. If you want to bring in light energy, you hold your quartz and you visualize it pulling in light from all around you. And then you can channel that light into your own self. It's a channeler. It's something that brings energy. It's a receiver. It intensifies anything around it. It's even used in electronics because it's a conductor, and
Yeah,
that's true.
They put pieces
Quartz
of
crystals
quartz.
are in, right.
Right.
They're in that.
Yes.
Okay. It acts as a beacon to enhance your ability to receive messages. Now, I know from myself, a lot of times I feel like I get messages from
Really?
different sources, and
Wow, nice.
I usually feel that it comes from an inner part of me that I can't explain. But if I carry a quartz crystal, or if I feel that energy coming in and I want to identify with it, I'll hold a quartz crystal and I'll take that to heart and I'll meditate on that. And I'll say, give me the message. And this is what it does.
Like something coming from the universe.
That's exactly right. Right. And it's well, you're communicating with your spirit guides or anything. This will help bring them in. Because again, it's a communicator, and it enhances, and it's a channeler. So this is something that I love. It has rainbows all through it. I don't know if you can see them, maybe not, but I know on our
I
first
see
show
the
you did.
reflection, yes.
Yeah, you saw them. And it's one of my favorite pieces in the whole wide world.
I see different
And-
colors.
Yes, and you don't need the sunlight to come through to see them. This piece also was one on our first show.
That's right.
And this one is also one of my favorites because of the clarity. And it's not as huge as that one, but it sure is powerful. So this is another one that we love. So those are the crystals. I have, this is the amethyst. We talked about this one and that one. And this is the
Show
chakra.
us your chakra. It looks like a flute, but
That does. This is a chakra meditation wand. Now, different stones at times are used for the different chakras. Sometimes on the crown chakra, it'll have a crystal, quartz crystal, because that's the receiver and that's the one that's the most powerful.
you know what, Nancy? Explain before you go on what chakras are, where they are,
Okay.
and what they do for us, and then continue with your wand.
Okay.
Okay.
I have, this might help explain the different chakras. There's a crown chakra, which,
Yeah, energy.
right, your chakras are energy levels within ourselves. They have 7. It starts with your crown and your third eye, which is here, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, which is your stomach, and then your last chakra is the bottom, which is the root. And these are different stones as you meditate on different areas of your body to bring in energy. You would hold each part of this wand and on each stone and the qualities that it would bring to you, and you would just meditate on each one as you hold it, and you'd go down for each one as you meditate. So if your heart needs healing, you might go down to the heart one. Here it shows you it's a green aventurine, but a lot of these stones do have dual purposes, not only just for one thing. They have a lot of stones that have the same types of qualities that you can interchange. So this is the chakras, and these are the stones that this particular person uses here. It's the crown chakra. They use the crystal. For the third eye, which is your intuition They use, this one is for the amethyst. A sodalite is for the throat. For love and heart is aventurine here, but it also could be used through the rose quartz, which happens to be on the wand. This doesn't coincide with this. Like I say, you can use different ones, different stones that mean the same thing. Your solar plexus here is a tiger's eye. The sacral is the carnelian, and the root chakra is a red jasper. So they're all different here than they are on the sheet, but they all do the same thing. Which,
Now, I imagine that there are, excuse me, audience members who don't know exactly what chakras look like inside your body. It was explained to me a long time ago that, say you take 2 sugar cones, you know, the sugar cone for ice cream, and put them point to point, and then they are from above your head to your third eye, and et cetera, down the line the way Nancy just explained, and they're opposite each other and they spin. And those are energy centers inside your body that are spiritual energy centers. And they all have their purpose, of course. From the root chakra, which is what they call related to family and the root of your being.
yes,
And then it goes up to the stomach, as you said before.
yes, right.
And the solar plexus, which is where you get your, how could I put it,
Spiritual.
intuitions.
Spiritual energy, that's right.
Spiritual energies there.
That's right.
And if you say, I have a gut feeling
That's where it
that
comes
blah, 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 whatever the case may be, then that's your solar plexus chakra talking to you.
Right,
And then there's the heart chakra.
right.
There's the heart chakra, and then it goes up to the throat chakra, which will, what would it do? The throat chakra to keep your throat clear, I guess.
Yeah, well, sure, and it's anything that has to do with the throat, whether it's, you know, if you need healing in your throat, if you need to enhance your singing, if you need to be better spoken,
Yes.
that's, you would use that. You know, in public speaking, you might want to do something as far as meditating on the throat chakra.
Yeah, to
That
make
too.
sure that your voice comes out clear
Exactly,
and that you don't have a coughing fit or something while you're
Yeah.
talking.
right. And then you have the crown chakra, which is where your energies come
The
from.
crown
It's,
chakra is above your head, and then there's also the third eye.
That's it.
The third eye is how you would be able to see the
Intuitively.
future a little bit,
Right.
you know, and that's the chakra that's here.
Yeah.
Then it's,
Gives you
and they say that there are many more above us that we don't really know about and get into.
Yeah, I would agree with that actually. But my personal favorite is starting with the crown chakra and bringing all that energy in to enhance the rest as they're going down and you're meditating.
Right.
So that's something that I personally feel that going down the line one by one, and you reach your heart chakra, I personally feel that's the strongest part of my meditation.
Well, that's a good, yeah, I
It
would
is.
agree with that.
In many ways, not only for love and caring and for anything in that respect, but I do feel that the heart chakra is something that everybody experiences, whether they're meditating or not. It's just something that we all feel in our heart.
That's right, and we have different emotions in our hearts.
That's right. So,
Going from, complete love to complete hatred for some people, which is not a good thing, but it happens.
it does. Well, I know that many people that are into all the different types of spiritual actions. The chakras is a very, very, very strong part of your daily routines
And our being.
and your being. That's right.
Yes.
Yes, it is. And, you know, if something goes wrong, where do you feel it? Like you say, you know, you feel
Something
it
goes
here.
wrong, you feel it in your heart. That's
Right.
right.
That's right.
And when something goes well, you feel it in your heart. You know, I think that you're right, that it's probably the most important chakra that we have.
I personally think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Because the heart is where everything happens.
Yes.
You know, good, bad, or indifferent. You know, that's where the heart chakra is at. I just want to bring to everybody's attention that I have a bunch of awards that my show has received over the years. One of them was Frank's Award, actually, for a show that he did with a partner that he had, a gentleman that had moved to down south somewhere, and they did a show called The Littlest Elf, and it was a Christmas show. It was a cute little show, it really was. And Kevin Lewis and Frank Dudley wrote that show and then taped it and everything, and it was a beautiful show. And then Kevin died a month before Frank did. Frank tried to reach him, couldn't reach him. It was around Thanksgiving time. Wanted to call him to say Happy Thanksgiving, couldn't get him. Called his job and was told that he was gone. And a month later, Frank suddenly went. God bless both of them. God rest their souls, and God rest the souls of all our producers who have gone before us. And thank you so much, Nancy, for showing up 25 years later.
You're welcome, and I'm honored to be on your 25th anniversary show.
And I'm honored to have you.
Truly am honored.
I am truly honored to have you.
Thank you so much, Chris.
And everybody, I hope you enjoyed this show. It was a very special one to us. And have a good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.